So you've got a new puppy. And along with all that joy and fluff, you've probably also got a lot of tiny needle shark teeth. We are here to help you get through one of the most common, and let's be honest, one of the most frustrating parts of having a new puppy.
Right? I mean, it is actually painful. Those little bites are way sharper than you'd expect. It can feel like you're living with a tiny, adorable piranha. And yeah, it's incredibly frustrating. You're trying to bond, you're trying to play, and all your puppy seems to want to do is chew on you. It can seriously test your patience. At times, it just feels completely out of control, like the biting never stops and nothing you do seems to make a dent.
If any of that is hitting home for you, then you are in exactly the right place. Because today, we're going to completely reframe this problem and give you a clear, step-by-step game plan that actually works. First, let's just call it what it is. Welcome to the land shark phase. And while it feels like a huge problem, what if I told you it's a totally normal, even necessary part of your puppy growing up? This right here, this simple idea, is the key to everything. Your puppy isn't trying to be aggressive or mean. They're just a baby, exploring a brand new world in the only way they know how. So this isn't a behavior we need to punish, it's a behavior we need to guide.
Okay, so to guide it the right way, we really have to understand the why behind it all. Let's dig into the actual reasons every single puppy goes through this biting stage. It really just boils down to four main things. First up, teething. This usually ticks in around 3 or 4 months old. Their gums are super sore, and well, chewing on stuff just makes it feel better. Second, it's just natural play behavior. This is literally how they'd be wrestling with their brothers and sisters. Third, overstimulation. You know how a toddler has a tantrum when they're tired? It's the same thing. An overtired or overexcited puppy loses impulse control and just starts biting. And finally, attention seeking. They figure out really fast that a quick nip gets a big reaction out of you, even if it's a bad one.
Okay, so here's a really important question. If we're not trying to stop the biting completely, what is the goal? And that brings us to the single most important concept you need to know: bite inhibition. Bite inhibition sounds kind of technical, but it's actually super simple. It's just your puppy's ability to control how hard they bite. See, our job isn't to teach them to never use their mouth. It's to teach them how to be gentle when they do. This is the skill that turns a playful puppy into a safe adult dog. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Your practical, in-the-moment game plan. What do you actually do when those little land shark teeth make contact with your skin? Think of this as your new mantra. It's a simple 3-step emergency protocol. The second you feel a bite that's too hard, step 1, let out a high-pitched ouch or a yelp. You want to sound like another puppy, not an angry human. That sound is a universal signal for, hey, that was too much. Step 2, immediately stop all play. The fun is over. Withdraw your attention completely. Stand up, turn your back. And then, step 3, once they've calmed down for just a second, redirect their mouth onto something they can chew, like a toy. Now, that protocol is your foundation, but you gotta support it. You have to manage your puppy's energy with a good mix of playtime and scheduled naps. Remember, an overtired puppy is a bitey puppy. You also have to instantly reward any gentle behavior you see. If they lick you instead of biting, that's a huge win. And maybe the most important thing, everyone in the house has to be on the same page. Consistency is absolutely everything. Okay, this is huge. Just as important as knowing what to do is knowing what not to do. Let's go over the common mistakes that can accidentally make the biting way, way worse. First, avoid yelling and physical punishments. I know it's tempting when you're frustrated, but all this does is teach your puppy to be scared of you. And that fear and anxiety, it often leads to more biting, not less. Oh man, this one is a biggie. Never, ever, ever wrestle with your puppy using your bare hands. It sends the absolute wrong message. It teaches them that human skin is a fun chew toy. You always want a real toy to be the thing they're focused on. And finally, inconsistent reactions. This will sabotage all of your hard work. If one person yelps and stops play, but someone else just laughs and lets the puppy chew on their fingers, your puppy is going to be so confused. Every single person has to follow the same rules every single time, no exceptions. So you're probably asking, okay, how long is this going to take? Let's talk about a realistic timeline for improvement, because I promise you, this phase will pass. If you are really consistent, in that first week, your puppy should start to get the idea that their bites have consequences. Within 2 or 3 weeks, you should notice a real difference in the pressure of the bites. They'll get softer. And after a month or two of this, you'll start to see a puppy who is way more controlled and gentle with their mouth.
And here it is, the light at the end of the tunnel. This is a temporary developmental stage. With consistent training, pretty much all puppies get way better and grow out of this intense biting phase by the time they're about 4 to 6 months old. This is not a permanent personality flaw. So, if you only take away one thing from all of this, let it be this. Your puppy is not your enemy. They are not trying to be bad. They are not trying to hurt you. They are a baby learning the rules of a brand new, confusing world, and you are their most important teacher. So, as you go back to your little land shark, I'll leave you with a question to think about. What is the one gentle behavior? Maybe it's a lick, or maybe they choose a toy instead of your hand. What's that one thing you can catch them doing right and make a huge deal about it today? Because that's where the real progress begins.